About 6 years ago, Ms. Heard brought these disturbing criminal acts against me that were not based in any species of truth. There were arguments and things of that nature, but never did I myself reach the point of striking Ms. Heard in any way. So it was my responsibility, I felt, to not only attempt to clear my name, but I wanted to clear my children of this horrid thing that they were having to read about their father, which was untrue. My goal is the truth, because it killed me that people that I had spoken with, that I had met with over the years, all I could think of was that those people would think that I was a fraud and that I had lied to them. It's very strange when one day you're Cinderella, so to speak, and then in 0.6 seconds you're Quasimodo. I didn't deserve that, nor did my children, nor did the people who have believed in me for all these years.
There's Johnny Depp. Seemingly less recognizable, in my opinion, at least. So his defamation trial has begun with his ex-wife, Amber Heard, and he's pushing back on the accusations and the damages to his images about things that have happened. In case you guys haven't heard, he is also seeking out some truth, is what he said in his lawsuit against her, and they've got back and forth things going. This battle's happening in front of everyone. So here's some recap of what's happened, what led up to this, and how he's looking like he's defending himself and his character. Depp, who's also known for his work in Pirates of the Caribbean, he's suing Amber Heard for $50 million in a Fairfax County, Virginia court over a 2018 Washington Post op-ed where she wrote about her experience with domestic abuse. The piece, published roughly 2 years after Heard alleged that Depp bruised her face after throwing a phone at her in their LA home. Depp denied the allegation and was not charged with any crime. Depp acknowledged in his testimony that he and Heard had arguments during their relationship, but said, "Never did I myself reach the point of striking Ms. Heard in any way, nor have I ever struck any woman in my life." So there was a bunch of back and forth and fights, and it was a very tumultuous relationship, yes. But really fast, Depp and Amber, they met on the set of The Rum Diary. That was in 2009, and they married in 2015. And it went on to be embroiled in a contentious split for months. And there was charges of bad behavior levied by both of them. In his testimony, Depp spoke about the beginning of his relationship with her. And he said, "From what I recall, what I remember, she was too good to be true." And then he said that she was wonderful for some time, between a year and a half, and then things just started to change, or things started to reveal themselves, is a better way to put it. The couple settled their divorce in 2016, and they released a joint statement that read, "Our relationship was intensely passionate and at times volatile, but always bound by love." I don't know, the first thing I thought here is, we see a lot of these relationships break up, celebrities and big names and money get thrown around in these lawsuits back and forth, and how this is gonna work. And if nothing else, it embarrasses them, but also kind of lets us know who these folks are, or who they allegedly could be. Because they both point out there was a volatile relationship, but now they need money exchanged, and someone's character in this, and someone's losing money deals, and all these things happen. And I almost wish this wasn't able to be seen as much, yes.
Yeah, I think the whole trial, you can watch it online right now as it's happening live. But I think with this story, it's important to go back to how it all started, right? There's so much stuff that's come out about this story that's been crazy, like very just interesting and shocking things that have come out about the relationship between the two of them. But if you go all the way back, when the minute that Amber Heard made all these accusations about Johnny Depp and the way that he treats her and how horrible he is to her with, drugs and drinking and beating her, the whole world kind of just automatically took her side. And this was, when there was a lot of things coming out about, believing women, and the Me Too movement was still pretty popular and, thriving at the time. Not that it's not anymore, but it was in the headlines more. And everybody just believed Amber Heard. And then Johnny Depp, he lost a lot of movie deals. He lost money because of the things that she was saying, only to come to find that a lot of the things that she was saying were either unfounded or exaggerated. And that's why he's having to do this whole defamation case against her now. So it was kind of a cultural moment for a lot of us. And just here in the United States, we were told to believe women all the time, but then sometimes the women are Amber Heard. And I guess we'll see what happens at the end of the trial and who comes away with what. But a lot has already come out since the trial. So Johnny Depp has been shown to be not completely innocent himself, but that's going to happen.
Like with most things in life, there's gray areas and there's bad actors when it comes to relationships like this. Because again, he pointed out, oh, it was so great at first. And his response to how maybe a relationship breaks down might have been to chill out. But then who knows what kind of influences were there. As you mentioned, there's lots of, potential alcohol and drug use, things like that happened. And people, he said, from what I remember, there's a lot of that kind of talk. Whenever there's from what I can recall, then some bad things probably went down.
Yeah, because as far as the drugs and alcohol use, they did talk about it in the trial, and Johnny Depp, confessed. He's like, yeah, I used this and that, whatever. But I think what's interesting about trials like this is that every little detail is put on trial, right? I was watching a bit, and it was one of his friends, and they did a whole, spent several minutes on how he kissed one of Amber's friends on the cheek, or how he greeted Amber herself, I think, on the cheek. Oh, what kind of kiss was it? And he's like, well, I'm not European. I only did it once, And then they're like, what kind of pressures did you use when you kissed her? And was it just like a kiss in the air? And it was like all these minute details that you don't even think about. And all of a sudden it's on trial, and it's being used as an indication of your overall character. So these things get pretty messy pretty quickly.
Yeah. And it's gonna continue on. We'll see where this goes. As the one prediction I can have is it's gonna end messy, just like it is messy currently. These things just, they never end very cleanly.